So guys, we are in a new Honda Civic Type R. We've literally been in this car for the last like 10 seconds.
Literally driven out of the airport.
Yeah. Because normally what we do is that we drive these cars and then we start filming because we've got to feel, but this is new for you, this is new for us. Unless you've driven the car, then you can tell us in the comments or whatever. But let's find out. I'm literally sitting in what seems like normal mode, because they said there's 3 types of modes now instead of just that R mode that was crazy hard in the old car.
Yes.
So yeah, it looks good. I mean, I'm looking at a grey one in front of us. We're in a red one now.
That styling, it's book wild, bro.
It is. It really
Wings,
is.
fins,
yeah,
all sorts. But the Type R's always been like that.
It's always been the car that's unashamedly fast and furious. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's quick, eh? That's properly quick. It's still got the characteristics of the old car.
6-speed manual.
6-speed manual,
6-speed manual.
6-speed manual.
People are playing games with all these flappy paddles and whatnot.
It's so raw,
6-speed manual.
dude. It is so raw. Oh man, that acceleration is power.
It is.
Mind you, we are coastal, so obviously everything does feel that much more better.
It does.
But no, it is good. So the car apparently defaults to sport, whereas other cars sit on normal normally. So that's comfort, sport. And then so that wasn't even the most hardcore mode. Oh. So we're going to be a bit civilized for a second, and I've got this car in comfort mode, and off the bat I can tell you that it is a lot better than the old car. The old car, even in standard mode or R mode, was so hard. And even in our video, we got so much flack from people who said, no, it's big, you can't say it's not practical. We won't talk about space, we'll talk about ride quality. And you can see that even Honda themselves knew it, because how much more softer is this car?
Yeah, it is. That other car, I mean, I've not got behind the wheel yet, and we'll see what the gearbox is like, but driving in town, the old Type R was just, it was just too much.
It was hardcore. It was a hardcore.
You got so frustrated with the car.
But this is nice.
And we're going to see what it's like today. And we're heading to Dezzi Raceway, south of Durban. So once again, we're going to see what it's like on a track.
Yes.
The old car was a weapon on the track. Remember, we did it against the Club Sport. And we love the Club Sport. We're avid fans of that car. And the and the Type R destroyed it on the track. So I'm sure it's going to have that same feel, if not better. We're told the suspension is better, the engine is more responsive. So it's going to be great. Guys, so we're in the Type R, we're at Dezzi Raceway, and Cisco's gonna have an enjoyable lap.
The thing about this track, first thing that you notice is that it's very technical. If you get it wrong, you will come off, and that's not what you want in a car like this. I must say, I mean, having driven this car in Killarney, first off, the first thing I noticed is just how much more easier it actually is to drive. Because with the last one, they didn't have the rev matching, so you did have to fight a little bit because you had to heel and toe and all sorts of things like that. But now with this is a bit much more easier to do.
How does it feel?
Pass someone like that. It's very, you know, the thing is, because this new one, they've really focused on comfort and at the same time still performance. You do feel that, you know, it's a bit of both. It's not as hardcore as the older car, but at the same time it's more livable. And that's the biggest complaint that we had with the older car, is that it was just not, you know, it was so good at doing this stuff.
Yes, it was.
But you don't do the stuff all the time. That's the thing.
And you need to be able to drive it on a daily basis.
That's the thing. But feel that. With VTEC, you just do feel that it just works with you, and the rev matching just works so well. You know, you really don't have to work even as hard as how you used to with the old car. And you can just about Civic Type R is they've always had such a good front end. I mean, you can just turn in and the car let you do exactly what you want to do.
Like they said, this car is for a driving enthusiast, someone that enjoys cars, someone that enjoys driving, you know. So maybe this car isn't for you. This car won't be for a lot of people.
Oh man, the car just works so nicely. You know, it's funny. You can exactly like what we were just talking about, in just terms of the way the maneuverability of this car, English Cisco. It's not a small car, but it shunts in a big way. I mean, feel that. The fact that you can actually just do all these kind of things in a car this big, it's really, 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 really good. Big improvement from the old car, definitely.
It is.
But I'll say one thing, especially in a setting like this, I do wish I had a bit more noise.
Yeah.
You got all the induction, but you do want a little bit more noise. But it can take a hammering, because we all know that you're the hooligan in the bunch. When Sam sticks his tongue out, you know that he's driving fast. The chassis is very balanced as well. I do feel certain sections where you're lifting and you're not feeling the rear get very light.
Yeah, but then remember they moved the weight balance back on this car a little bit.
Yeah.
So that might help.
But now since we're cooling down, Sam, overall, I'll say this is a very this car's won a ton of awards overseas.
And you know, you can tell why straight away.
Yeah.
But you know why? I think because it brings out the little kid in us again.
Yes. A manual gearbox, just that, and a good manual gearbox.
Great manual gearbox. Yeah. It's got a short throw. It works well. It's got the rev matching.
Yeah.
Which helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a driver's car. That's what they wanted to make, and that's what they've made.
Yeah.
And for the people that are drivers, that want to be enthusiasts, and now they're buying things like Golf R's or Ford Focus RS's. Yeah. They would buy this car because of this manual gearbox and because of the driving ability. And then when you go to work on a Monday morning, you know, you're not breaking your back.
Yeah.
It's a lot more comfy on the road.
I definitely feel that the biggest competition to this car is the Ford Focus RS because they're both manuals.
Yes.
I will say that this is much more easier to drive, and at the same time it's still front wheel drive. The Ford Focus helps you a great deal because it's got four-wheel drive system, and it's a very good four-wheel drive system, but the fact that this thing is pushing all this power from the front wheels, and I really give it up to them.
Four-wheel drive systems tend to numb cars a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what driving is about, you know? That's what I think it's about. It's about challenging yourself and getting the best out of a technical car like this.
But anyways, guys, catch us on our next episode of Launch Drive. Next time we might be in something a bit more different, maybe not as powerful, but who knows?
Yeah, let's see.
See you then.
Cheers.